All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new podcast episode. This is honestly, I feel like I start a lot of intros off like this is a new one, but by the looks of it, this is a really new one. I think we've changed the scenery of this podcast maybe like two or three times, and like two of them were in the same room. This is just a whole different scale of production. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, this is kind of
It's different.
this is new to us.
Insane.
Well, see, I mean, I've obviously been to Ben's house, but it's not like I recorded
No,
a
this is-
stew
this is-
session. But like,
Yeah, no, this
I
is.
mean, like, look at this. The scale is obviously drastically improved.
Yeah,
So-
it's absolutely crazy, and I want to shout out to Grit Media Group for letting us use this area and their equipment. This is my intern group company. They work with amazing people, amazing brands, and amazing just people. Honestly, met a lot of really cool people through this. So another great advantage of this is that I get to use an absolutely really cool studio that is very professional on any sort of magnitude you want to go to. And I'm lucky enough to bring some of my friends along. As you guys know, we have a new face here. We got Michael.
Hi, my name's Michael. Uh,
This is one of my lifelong buddies. I've known him since I moved down to Florida, and I'm absolutely hyped to have him on the podcast. I've tried probably about 5 times to have him on now, and he is just as slippery as a snake. So,
hey,
Just-
but now we're in the news stew
yeah,
as well.
if
so
you were to come on an episode, this would definitely be the one.
This
to
would
do it.
definitely be the
Like,
one.
This would be
Exactly.
like the start point of like when you should do it. Because this is just like high scale. Like, I plan on doing some cool interviews in here with some really cool people.
bro, 100%.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be awesome
it's
in
gonna
here.
be
Dude,
great.
I hope so.
I mean,
Better
this
use
is
this to the max, dude. This area is so nice.
it's
It
so
is.
Perfect.
cool. We'll do like a little behind the scenes video once this podcast comes out. Like, I'll post some stuff just so you guys can kind of see the area. But this is just this is almost like a playhouse for me, dude.
It's great.
It's,
Oh,
it's
100%.
crazy.
Fantastic.
This is
And-
perfect for you, bro.
This is like really new. I have 3 cameras here. I mean, this is
Just sitting here.
Yeah,
waiting
no,
to be
literally.
used.
waiting to be used.
Mhm.
And you know,
Crazy.
we have great mics and great quality. We have Brian Miska on the Joe Rogan
On the
mic.
Joe Rogan mic.
He's
I
like-
feel honored. I feel honored. I feel like Joe Rogan. This is I might have to pull out some monkey sounds, dude. Like just
You
some
might have
gorilla
to.
shit.
Yeah, just
just
to,
to do it. Just to do it.
Just on some crazy shit.
And so when we do have a producer for these episodes, I don't know if we will have one, but in the event we do, because just to let you guys know, Ben wants to be a little bit more off camera when it comes to this podcast. So we will be seeing less of Ben. That's why he's not sitting with us today after 25 long episodes of this podcast. When he does want to come here and he does want to come produce for us, we do have a TV right over there that I can't really show for you guys, but we're going to be able to really pull up some videos, some articles.
Oh, he's gonna be the
Oh,
Jamie?
I mean, yeah. I'm that for like other podcasts. So when
Yeah.
I'm interning, I'm making sure the cameras are doing good and everything like in that kind of realm of possibilities, right?
Sick.
One thing I do want to go on about, guys. We are literally within the final days of being considered a high schooler. I mean,
well,
It's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know when you graduate, Michael.
I graduate June 4th
June
because
4th.
I'm still going to a school in Virginia. And I know you guys are on like a different time scale. Like, you guys officially graduate what, the 23rd?
23rd.
23rd, yeah.
Yeah, and because you guys are done with school, because no, yeah, I've been doing this internship thing. That's why I'm even down here in the first
And-
place.
I just want to like give time of reference. Today's May 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So for time of reference for you guys, I mean,
Oh,
this
we
is
got 3
you got
days
three
we
left.
have
days
3
left.
days. Yeah,
3
3
days
days left.
Ew.
And the next 3 days are literally going to be all to do with school stuff. Like tomorrow we have senior pictures. Then after that we have practice in the morning on Wednesday,
It doesn't
and then-
feel real.
and then grad walk for VME
Oh my
for our
God, I
elementary
forgot
school.
about that.
And then on Thursday we have
that
practice in the
VME
morning.
grad walk is going to be crazy. Like,
I don't know. That's gonna make me like almost cry, dude.
dude, I
gonna
cou-
get me
oh, me
emotional
too.
for
I couldn't
sure.
imagine going back to VME and being
With
like,
the grad fit,
yeah,
all the
like that's got
All
to
the
elementary
be.
jits.
students like just hyping you up. Oh my god!
Also,
do
just
that.
imagine seeing the classrooms. Because how long did you go there? How long did you go to Veterans for?
The whole time.
Yeah, because I went there in second grade till fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like-
still have teachers there that like remember me.
Oh, of course they did.
Dude, like-
of course they remember.
There's a
you,
lot of
bro.
teachers that remember you, Brian.
Especially-
Maybe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe.
I think like I'm not very sentimental when it comes to like schooling and stuff. I mean, I honestly am repulsed by the idea of school, but like there's something going back. There's something about going back to the school in which like you were a jit.
Yeah.
And for me, it was my first school in Florida. So to me, it has like that's where I met like all my like first friends and my first experiences in Florida. Man, I might actually shed a tear.
That's what I'm
Like
saying,
when I'm
dude.
there, like I might actually shed a tear.
It might happen. It might happen.
It's-
At grad, I'm celebrating.
I wonder if you
I'm
can
not
go
gonna, at least up there, huh? To what?
to our grad walk. You probably can.
To
I have an
where?
extra cap and gown.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I graduated
Dude,
twice.
you should slide through.
Bro,
should come
I'd
down.
actually be so because like I mean I went to VME.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Slide through.
I don't see why
I
you
don't
wouldn't
think
be
they would
able to.
refuse you too. Like you.
'Cause
I
you're-
mean I can I'll literally pull up. I'll show them. Be
Yeah,
like
you-
this is my 9th grade ID and this is my 10th grade ID. Like I
Well,
have
you're an
them, I still
alumni
have them
of
both.
VME.
Yeah.
So you should be.
You
Pretty
should
much
be
okay.
able to go.
I
You
feel
should
like-
slide. Dom Hoge is going too.
Oh, okay, then I'm going.
Yeah, you
oh my
have
gosh,
to
I have
go.
to go then. No, yeah, no, I'm going.
Yeah.
If Dom's going, I'm going.
Fabian
Crazy.
sent me a
If
text.
Bobby's going too.
Really?
Yeah,
No
he sent me.
way.
Bro,
That's
it's so crazy, bro.
It
See,
feels like
but
it was yesterday.
At least in my opinion, like my experience up there, I'm so hyped to get out. I just want to go to college.
I feel that.
But because the difference though is that when you don't really make a connection at school with
Just wanna
like the
get the
people
fuck
that
outta
you
there.
know of, all you want to do is just leave.
Let's give some
because-
background on that, Mikey. A lot of people, nobody's really gonna understand what happened to you. So Mikey kind of grew up around us, and I don't want to steal your story.
So
from
you know, here, I mean, I guess just to briefly summarize it, I've lived here my whole life. You know, I was in Naples
16
What?
years.
16 years. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So Naples born. I was born at NCH, and I mean, like these have been my best friends since elementary school. I
Yeah.
mean, literally elementary school, and then I had to move sophomore year. Next thing you know, I'm going to a military school, and you know, it was definitely a change up because especially when you go to public school your whole life, and next thing you know, you're going to this JRTC school. You know, but it's not just that. You know, it's a boarding school as well, and that was a complete life flip.
Crazy.
Like complete life
Out of
flip.
nowhere too.
Out of nowhere.
Out of oh my.
Because especially like this is my upperclassmen years. My upperclassmen years, at least my junior year, I spent boarding, and that is an experience of itself. Like to be completely honest, boarding there was wild, because at first though, like what's it called when you miss homesick,
Homesickness.
bro, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
only
And I feel
imagine.
like you guys are really gonna experience that in college. I'm already done with it. Like I've already been through that emotion because like I feel like I'm already kind of separated from like at least my family in terms of like I obviously like I see them still, like I still talk to them, but it's like we at this point I'm basically in different distances to the point where I don't have to see them every day and I wouldn't be like homesick.
I feel
But
you.
I feel like like it's really like I can't describe the feeling, and it doesn't go away for at least 2 weeks, and then like you just miss that feeling of being home, and it's something that like no matter what it happens to everyone,
I
at
can
least once in their
understand it.
life.
I definitely
think-
see where you're coming from.
I think it's gonna hit you a lot harder than it'll hit me.
Me?
Brian,
Yeah.
no, like
For
that's why
sure.
that's why I'm looking at you because
I
you're-
know.
You're way more of like a sentimental family man
Yeah,
kind
for
of guy than
sure.
I am. And that's not to say that I'm not. I definitely
Hmm.
am. Don't get me wrong. But I don't have like a very strong sense of home because I moved around so much. Like I moved from Jersey. That's when I felt the most homesick ever. And then I moved to my grandma's house, and then I moved to another house, and then I moved to a house like 2 years after that. So like I'm kind of used to like the moving thing. I'm
Yeah.
worried about you though.
See, like, I would be more worried if I wasn't gonna live with like people I really trust and like really like no bullshit. Not like people like I'm just about to meet. Like, bro,
oh
like,
no,
we've known
like
each
I'm
other for
actually no,
too
but see,
long, bro, I
I'm
don't
so
care.
excited.
Like,
I'm so happy.
As long as I'm around people I can trust and I know will have my back, I'm not
basically
really worried.
fine.
Obviously, I'm gonna miss home. I'm gonna miss my mom, my dad, my brothers. Like, obviously, there's gonna be things to miss, but I'm only like 3 hours away. If I really, really have to go or I really need them, I'll
Yeah.
be right there.
It's
So I'm not too worried. Obviously, it's gonna be a big change. but
So-
I'm low key excited at the same time.
So at least on the topic of college, if we're gonna at least change up the subject a little bit. So Kyle, you're dorming, right?
Yeah, I'm dorming. So
So that's an experience that at least me and Brian won't know like completely, because I mean, although I boarded, it's obviously not that college experience. And so I gotta ask, so like, is it like communal bathrooms?
so it depended on. So for everybody who doesn't know, I'm going to FIU. They're going to UCF, University of Central Florida. They are going to be living in an apartment, and I'm going to be living on campus with Ben, who obviously was on this podcast, and Danny, who was also on this podcast. So for us, we're in a 3x1, which means 3 bedrooms by 1 bathroom. The way the layout is, you walk into the dorm. To the right's our kitchen. It's nothing crazy. We have like a little stove and oven. We have like a little table, a fridge. I think we have a microwave, some like cabinets and stuff.
But that's honestly great.
A sink. Oh,
Because
dude,
it's
the
I feel like that's
essentials.
definitely
it's
way more
great
than-
for a dorm.
that's way
Most
more
dorms don't
than-
even have a kitchen, bro. So
Yeah, you
most
gotta-
dorms is just 2 beds and a
yeah, just nothing really.
maybe a sink,
Maybe.
if even.
And we all get our own rooms, which is really cool. We all get our own closet. We all get like pretty much our own space, which is going to be really nice, especially living with both of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm also just one of those people like Mikey, I'm sure you've noticed living it with me like the last like week or two. Like when I'm done, I'm done. Like I just go to
Yeah,
my
I
room,
mean-
I lock my door, and that's it. Like
Yeah, but like that's the thing, is because he needs to recharge his social battery sometimes, because this dude just gets tired.
dude,
Yeah.
it's really bad. I don't know what it is, because I feel like my diet's pretty decent for the most part. I mean,
When I
It's
say
not
tired,
horrible.
I mean like you kind of just like clock out for the night, in terms of like you
Yeah.
just want like that last part just to rest. There's nothing wrong. I
Dude,
feel like that's a perfectly reasonable
last
thing
part
to
of the
do.
night, like I just want it to myself. Like that hour before I go to sleep, I want it either completely to myself or like talking with like a really, really close person to the point where I can just fall asleep mid convo, no issues. Like it doesn't matter who that person is. Like it's my mom sometimes, like whoever it is. But unless it's like that, then like not really. And that's once in a while. Like once in a blue moon, maybe.
Mhm.
But I really just like taking that last hour before bed, because like I'm super comfy in bed. Like there's only 2 times where you're the most comfy in bed ever. Right after you wake up and right before you fall asleep. Those are the 2 most comfy times you'll ever be in like
Hey,
a bed.
What's debatable though is after the 3-hour nap.
Yeah, but that's after you wake up,
True.
right? So when you're like that dead tired, you have a show on Netflix that you're watching or like a movie. Like last night, Good Will Hunting.
See, but
Fire movie. Fire movie.
Insane.
I
man.
haven't watched it.
Oh, dude, you're
gonna
love it.
kept
Oh,
telling me to watch
dude.
it.
Lock in. You gotta
Wait,
lock in, dude.
No, my brother's girlfriend literally actually just met Goodwill Hunting. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally told me to watch that movie too.
You
Dude,
need to
it's
watch
so
it,
good.
bro.
Yeah.
It's so
You
good.
need to
when
watch it.
when
bro.
was that made?
It's an old ass movie.
It's
Old.
so it's from 1997, I want to say,
Ooh, okay.
and it has a Robin Williams, who's one of the greatest
I
comedians and
love-
actors ever,
Oh my god.
No doubt.
Bro. Robin Williams, rest in peace, bro.
and it has
Gee, rest
Matt
in
Damon
peace.
starring in it.
Bro, he died when we were young.
Really
Like,
young.
We were really young, but I remember because he was like my favorite actor when I was younger.
Missed out fire.
Because I love Jumanji. The original Jumanji, not that new.
Not the new with The Rock
but the
and- yeah,
old
the
one.
old.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good movie.
It's a great movie.
See, I've never watched.
you gotta
any of
watch
those.
that.
It's just a childhood movie. It's like just like, I don't know. I kind of got scared though. I remember there's some scenes that it definitely scared me.
That's what's like scary movies. I used to be really scared of scary movies, and then like I'll watch some of those movies or like scenes where I like used to get scared, and I'm like, and I'm
Yeah.
laughing at them, and I'm like, really? Like this is what I was scared at?
No, that shit still scares me.
Really?
Yeah,
Do
that
you
shit-
guys remember the Scary Maze game? The computer game?
Oh my gosh! And then
No.
Where-
you're
where-
going through it, and then next thing you know, you touch the wall for 1 second.
I ran away from my house because of that. Dude, there was this thing.
I got my- I got-
This is
'cause
such a long time
That
ago.
I was
dude.
probably maybe 10 because I got my sister with that.
This is like the OG brain rot, like the really OG brain rot. It was a game.
You
Where
don't even
have
call
to-
that brain rot. That's
It
just
was
that's
brain
no,
rot.
it's not brain
That
rot.
was
That's just
stupid
OG
as
like
dude.
that's just internet.
you would take your mouse cursor and you had to make it through a maze. But after a certain point, there was just one. Area.
There's one area that no matter what, like I mean, like you touch the walls, you go a little bit past this further point, it's just like a PNG image of just like a straight like scary woman thing.
Just some zombie woman.
Some zombie woman.
Bro, I
but
was
like
6 years
but
old.
like bro, it is probably like the scary. You know the one video too of like the mountain hill.
Oh,
And it goes that-
yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah,
her
yeah,
face
yeah,
kinda.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it
Wasn't
was just
it might have been her.
Not two different ones because I remember how scared the first one was scarier. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
Because
that
the
shit-
first one, there was no like, no warning, no context, no music, just straight image.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what really got me. That's
it
definitely
would
what
ear
really
rape
got
you
me.
with scream
Oh.
too.
Oh my gosh, like ear piercing.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
that shit made me run away from home.
But that's the thing. But that was when the internet was first growing. So at that point,
Like that
people
was,
started realizing what they could do with it. So they just
Yeah.
started trolling motherfuckers.
dude. I remember watching that hill video for the first time. For anybody who doesn't know this hill video, you 100% know it. It's the car driving in the hills, and then all of a sudden, some woman just pops up and starts screaming at you,
And it's like bright green hills, and it's like a far panned away image.
and it looks like
of
it's
a
from
car.
the '90s, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like it's old.
Next thing you know,
You're just getting yelled at.
Honestly, a great view. But
Dude,
I
it was
wonder, I
beautiful.
wonder where they took that video.
It was beautiful.
insane.
oh no, for real. Especially wait, how did they take that?
You know what
video?
that reminds me of, Brian? You remember the driving simulator from Driver's Ed?
Yeah.
That, for whatever reason, those two remind me
It
each
might
other.
be the same guy.
Bro, okay. Funniest story ever. Okay, this is a really funny story. I'm driver's ed class, sophomore year. So what we're just getting our license, permits, whatever, 15, 16 years old.
Uh-huh.
I'm driving. Person next to me has a foot on each, like they're a race car driver. They got a foot on each pedal. Okay. I feel you. He ended up with the worst score.
Oh my god.
He ended up with the worst score.
Well, I mean,
Dude,
Bro.
How
what
do
was
you-
that? It was so. Did you take driver's ed?
he forgot to put his seatbelt on. This is how bad he was doing.
how do you double fist the pedals if you're just driving? Like that's just kind of crazy to me.
It was like one of those simulators. So like the way the simulator
no, I know,
was
but it
is
doesn't
like
matter. You just
some people just don't know how to drive. So I remember
that is so true. Some people genuinely just like
They can't
no
understand.
matter how they can't comprehend it, and I just think that's insane to me.
It-
I feel like they haven't like evolved in our generation at
Dude,
that point.
there's-
Because like, how do you not have the ability to? That's like not being able to use a phone.
let me tell you a scary story from driver's ed. I'm driver's ed class. I was always the best driver in my car. Like, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to be like, yeah, I'm that
He's
guy.
definitely bragging right now.
100%. but I remember distinctly, like the last time I was driving. Well, obviously we're taking turns driving, and this is right before I do my test, right? And the person who I'm in a car with, I'm not gonna say their ethnicity. They were Asian. They
Okay, Kanye West.
they they didn't know how to drive.
Clearly.
And she was also a woman.
Ah.
I'm not saying that
Ooh.
anything has to do with that,
That
she
has
was
to
a
do
bad
with
driver.
Nothing. No.
Mm-mm.
Clearly not.
There's
Nothing.
I'm just stating what was going on and what the environment
You,
was
you
in.
were just stating the factors that took place. Okay.
I'm just explaining what the situation is, okay? So basically, we end up driving and we're like going, and she like put too much on the gas, and then when she'd want to slow down, she'd slam on the brakes. So I'm just chilling on my phone and I'm like, like what the like what's going on? And then like at some point the teacher goes, Coach Muxo goes, "Oh, you've been doing a lot better. You've been practicing with your parents?" Yeah, I've just been a little scared to go out and, drive around. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're scared to drive, don't drive. It's better that you're not on the roads than you are on the roads scared. But I just remember him saying that, like, "Oh, you've been getting better." And I'm like, I literally look up from my phone and go,
But you want to know what's crazy? Is people like, at least me, I've never been like scared to drive. But there are people who genuinely think like getting on like the highway or getting through exits is terrifying. But in my opinion, it's just mindless. Like it's just
because
natural.
you've done it, though.
But true. But even beforehand, it was kind of like I'm not going on it scared. I'm kind of like I'm just driving a car. But some like people genuinely are like terrified of getting like they don't want to go on the highway because exits getting on and off is too stressful.
My mom hates the highway. My mom wouldn't let me like drive her on the highway for so long.
Oh, me neither. I couldn't drive on the highway until I got my license because my mom wouldn't let me.
Exactly.
And I'm
ridiculous.
like, which I think is kind of wild.
It's so
but
easy. Highway's easier than
Highway
city.
is way
It's-
easier. I stand by that.
It's
Highway's
so
easier.
much easier.
It's just easier. Like you, because the thing is, in like 45s, you sometimes you actually have to move lanes. Highway, there's literally nothing.
Literally
Like if you
not- unless
don't
there's
have to move.
traffic.
No, even then you don't have to move. You technically don't have to really move.
Nah,
There's
If
some
you
left
wanna
lane
take your time,
campers.
listen,
There's some left
listen,
lane campers in this stupid town.
listen.
There's a lot of them
Bro,
too.
No,
okay, no.
bro.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about people who literally, like, if they just want to get to point A to point
They don't
B,
have to leave lane.
and
yeah.
they don't have to leave their lane
No, I agree.
because
with
that
that.
is it's the easiest
You're right.
way to drive, at least in my opinion.
All right.
on the highway.
I'm gonna tell a funny story, and I don't know how legal it is for me to tell this story, but it's gonna be a funny story. Brian and I, we
Brian.
had class.
Oh.
together. Brian and I had class together, for like the last year, for our first year of dual enrollment, so our junior year. And we'd come home from school with all of our buddies, and I, for whatever reason, this day I was ahead of everybody. And we're getting up to, we just passed an exit, which is road, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right past the road, it kind of elevates a little bit and then it drops down. Right at the peak of the elevation is when it just stopped dead. It goes stop dead to our exit. So I'm looking at my phone. Originally, it's a 30-minute ride. It turned into an hour-long ride. Brian and I are just like, there's no way we're sitting in this. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
watch a few people do it before we do it.
I know y'all hit the shoulder. Yep.
No.
What?
No,
Worse.
no. This is
What?
it gets even worse. Let me explain. So I'm like, Brian, yo, like I'm in the left lane. I'm getting over to the right lane. I'm getting the fuck off. He goes, all right, I'm doing the same. So we both get all the way over to the right lane. We go over the grass, get onto the entrance of the highway. So if you're going onto the highway, you're on this road. We're going the opposite way of traffic. And there's cars.
on Pine Ridge.
Listen, there's cars coming at us. There's cars, and we're just pulling off to the side and just like keep driving. And then eventually we just get on Pine Ridge and just go on with our days. And then wait.
Oh my god.
Wait. There's an even funnier part of the story. So now we're on the way home and we're on Livingston. There's an Equinox, a blue Equinox.
She was with us in traffic, in
Yep.
the highway traffic. We followed her too.
Yep.
She was with us.
She was with us the whole time. She starts cutting up next to me, and she's driving like an ass, and she cuts me off. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna be like relaxed, right? I'm driving Livingston down to my house because I literally just need to take Livingston down to my house. I'm in the middle lane. She's in the left lane. She's like going past me. Next thing I know, I see a cop pull a U-turn and pull her over right next to me. I just started laughing. I actually just started laughing so hard, dude.
See, but that's the best feeling because that literally just happened to me, and I told Brian about this. Like, same story. They were right, like just like a little bit in front of me, but I was just in a different lane, going same speed on the highway. We were definitely speeding at that point. Cop pulls up literally with me. He's on the shoulder at this point, so he's driving next to me. I'm losing it. I'm like, all right, I'm cooked. Gets right behind me. Lights go off. I'm like, all right, it's kind of wraps. Pull over to the shoulder, blows right past me. Catches a dude. I was like, what's it called when you just like follow them?
Just follow them.
Just pacing.
tailing.
Yeah, and just tailing them. We were both probably obviously going over the speed limit, and
in GTA.
But-
It's all happening.
Yeah,
in
but
GTA.
the thing-
everything that
all of
has
this
been
happened
told
in
is
This
GTA.
is GTA 5
But-
roleplay.
but he went first.
All right.
But he was first.
He might have just niced you. He probably saw both of you speeding, but you pulled over.
Nah,
first.
because you want to know why? Because I was in the other lane and I was being blocked by a view by another car. But so what I did, I was literally turning all the way into the left lane, and this dude, and right the second I turn into the left lane, all I see is a state trooper pulling out fast, like so fast, like he's cranking it,
Great.
and then just flies right past me, pulls over the Sonata right in front of me. Very happy about that.
So, I've had an itch
Oh my
that
God.
really needs to be scratched right now.
It doesn't need to be scratched.
It needs to be scratched.
It just doesn't.
I'm really looking into getting a motorcycle.
And I just think that's very stupid.
I'm really, really looking into it.
I'm not saying it's stupid in general to purchase a bike, but right now for you, hell no.
I'm saying it's probably stupid, but
It is
I
not probably stupid.
really
It is a
wanna do it.
really stupid
Would
idea.
your parents let you?
No, definitely not.
But
There's
I'll be
no
18.
way
I'm gonna,
they are letting him get a bike.
I'll be 18 in 2
Dude.
months.
I wonder if insurance would be really bad for you.
No, it's like $100.
I know
maybe.
it's cheap for motorcycles, but you're a teenager.
I've talked to other people. It's $20 to $100 a month.
Yo, that's insane.
Plus
I mean,
what bikes?
like it's a. And Kyle's not gonna get like a super expensive
No,
bike.
I'd probably get like a 300 to start.
300 cc.
Yeah.
Cap.
No. I don't want to kill myself, dude. I'm not stupid. Like seriously.
Yo, you change your mind so much, dude.
Well,
It's
no,
ridiculous.
I'd sell the 300 for an R6.
Yeah, obviously after a while, and then you're gonna move up to an R1.
Yeah,
and
but
then
see,
I-
let-
that's
and
let's
then-
when
hope.
the
and
damage
then-
happens.
But I'd
Yeah.
rather hope this process doesn't even start in the first place.
If it ever starts, he's cooked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If it
Listen,
ever starts, it won't end.
It's in my genetics to have one though.
Oh my god.
My dad and my uncle used to ride. So I just happen to be the only predecessor that's willing to ride a bike in my family, and I feel like I kind of have to do it for the dad lore.
I told you this once, bro.
For the
There's
dad
no
lore,
way. There's
Jesus.
no possibility you get a bike and don't end up injured in some way. There's no way, especially if you're gonna be riding for like years.
I wouldn't ride for years.
Cause, bro,
Oh, shut up.
if you
Yes,
want
would.
a,
I
like
know
a super
you,
bike, like a
bro.
1000 cc bike, you have to have like years of
Years.
experience. Cause those, it's a piss missile.
Yeah,
bro.
Kyle,
that's-
I'd
it makes
probably
no
Kyle.
sense.
I wouldn't like if I know that you purchased a 1000 cc. I'd be so mad. Like even in like 5 years from now, I would be like, I don't even care how long you've been riding. It does not matter, bro. Because that is literally just engine.
Bro,
it's literally
engine
just
body
It's,
strapped on top.
it's just you. It's just you, and then just engine. That's
Literally
it.
piss missile. Like
That's-
those,
Yeah, but
they are
like-
too quick.
Yeah, but like, look.
No, there's no look. There's no because
But, like,
there's
look,
no
look.
reasonable explanation for getting it.
Okay,
A
look.
car is a different story.
Okay,
That's just a way
Lem-
different story.
let me explain why I'm like so motivated to do this. Okay. First off, I've been into bikes for a while. Like I've told Brian this like at car shows and like whatever else. Like there's something about a bike that really intrigues me. And that's scary. That is a little scary thing about bikes, right? The other thing is the low cost of it. It's not a lot like you're not paying a lot for gas. It's really, really convenient to get around town. Like to go to the gym and back, I don't need a car. Like realistically, I don't need a car. I just need a bike there and back, right? So for like everyday tasks like that, a bike would just be easy. It's not just like go fast. I mean, obviously I'd go fast, but I'd want to do things the proper way. I'd want to actually learn how to do it properly, how to shift properly, how to get really used and comfortable to a bike. And then I get the
So-
R6 and then I'd probably end up hurting myself.
To clarify, you have a car alongside with the bike, right?
Ideally, yeah.
Okay, because I think that's probably just absolutely dumb to just get only a bike.
No, to get only a bike's stupid.
Because
that's
then,
kinda
because
stupid.
then,
What
you
am
know,
I going to
say-
do?
You're cooked.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Especially
mean-
when you're moving to college and things,
Yeah,
you're
like-
bro, you're
Yeah.
cooked.
you're gonna have to stack. You're gonna have to hold the boxes at that point. Just stack them all.
But
in your
like,
bag.
think about it in like Miami, dude. Like a bike in Miami to
It
get
would-
through
bro,
city
dude,
traffic.
at that point-
that's the biggest reason
is
why I'd
true.
ever
But
But
want
that's
a
what I'm
bike.
like to get through season traffic here, dude. The only thing I'm concerned about is other drivers because other people are
that's fine. But I
stupid.
feel like in Miami, it's more useful because there's actually like streets that you can use that on. I-4, you got me messed up. You think I'm using,
no,
and
no,
you-
no,
dude-
no, no, no.
bro?
But you're trying to tell me though, like a bike wouldn't be fun.
It would, but it's
mean,
like
Look,
that's just.
it's probably cool for the experience, but I would not say that it's a necessary purchase. at
I
least.
don't see like the thing is with you is, you think you'd be done with bikes, but I don't feel like that would ever go away.
It wouldn't.
Like
It wouldn't.
who? There's no one that just gets on a bike and gets off. like,
Eh.
like,
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Some people get scared and then just dip.
my uncle. Okay, listen, my uncle that got deported to Albania used to ride bikes hella, and he got in a terrible accident, like almost lost his leg. Bro, after when he came to this country, like maybe like 30, 40 years later after that accident, got a Harley. Like it never leaves these people because like it's fun. I'm sure there's nothing else.
It's not that it's fun; it's that thrill.
That's
You don't
exactly.
get that
I'm sure there's nothing
anywhere.
else like it on the road.
anywhere. You just can't. because that's not it. Because you're not just. It's not like just speed. That's literally because you're going in and out of traffic.
Yeah, you're on two wheels. You're just
You're
like
on two.
moving.
Yeah, because that's just straight
Yeah.
adrenaline.
It's crazy.
But like, you're on 2 wheels.
It's so cost efficient too.
Air going,
It's ridiculous.
dude.
See, but I
Dude,
feel like
how
I
much
feel
is a
like,
full
look,
tank of
the
gas?
pros,
$30
the pros,
Something like that.
the pros at first seem good until you realize the cons.
If
What
I
are the
wanted to
cons?
build a car that was as fast as a 1,000cc bike, I would have at least,
300 grand to put into it.
dude, I'd have a lot of money. Dude, like you could buy a 1,000cc bike for less than 20K easily.
Yes.
Easily. And those they can gap like 1,000 horsepower cars.
But the one problem is that it's literally just an engine and you.
Michael,
know.
Michael,
Like, that's-
Michael,
I know.
I don't think you understand. If you're going above 130 or 120, even 110, you're pretty much guaranteed dead. It doesn't matter what car you're in. It doesn't matter what your
okay,
conditions are. No,
see,
no.
that's
This is a
perfectly
fact of
fine.
life. This is a fact of life. My dad says, who's seen crashes like this, more than any human should. If you are going 100, count yourself dead. Count yourself dead.
You know, and that's a completely fair chance, but you want to tell me that me in a car is just as safe as you in the exact same speed bike.
No, but I'd rather be dead quicker. I'd rather not.
I'm dead quicker in the car.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Your whole body's gonna smash, and then what? You're gonna be living.
Are you not going to go flying?
You have a seatbelt. In a bike, on a bike, I'm gonna go up 30 feet in the air, and by the time I'm
So
dead,
you're
I'm.
telling me if you're pushing me 150, that seatbelt's doing something.
Yeah, actually
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, actually, it will.
Actually.
It actually.
You
will.
should
I
see
feel
the
like, I
marks
feel like
people
they would
get.
be equipped to do
Do you
that.
not see like after crash victims like the marks on
Yeah.
their body? There's like you can see exactly where the seatbelt was, like full bruise.
So with the bike, do you just drag along with it?
No, you just fly off. If
You
you're
just fly
crashing
off.
at that speed, you're sliding or flying off.
You're sliding or flying, and no matter what, you're dead really quickly.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
That's the only problem with bikes. Like you're gonna die, but it's so vicious. Like it's so nasty.
That or being burnt alive. That or burnt alive.
I don't know.
I feel like drowning is definitely up there, and I feel like you might not realize that that's bad, but it's like
That's
because like
really bad.
all
That's
you
really bad.
have is when you're because look, at least when you're on fire, you're in okay, like
Your
no,
nerves-
it's
your
not
nerve-
good. It is not good.
It's
because-
not good, but your nerves burn away.
No. But until that happens, it's the most painful. Like
Yeah, it's terrible.
But all you're thinking about is I'm on fire. This hurts. When you're drowning, all you can
Can't
think about
breathe.
is your thoughts. All you have
Actually-
left is your final thoughts of who you remember because you're not suffering. I mean, you're
Yeah,
obviously
you
you're
are.
obviously
You
you're
can't
drowning.
Breathe. You're like
True,
fucking
You're,
trying to-
you're suffering.
You're suffering hella.
So you're telling me if you drop straight, would you rather drown? You know what? Would you
I
rather
wouldn't.
drown or burn?
Burn.
That's
Where am I
crazy.
drowning?
Some.
Where am I drowning?
You're crazy.
Where am I drowning?
You're getting dropped straight at the bottom of a lake. Weights and everything.
Dude, I hate
Can't swim
like
up.
not being able to breathe is so fucking annoying.
The thing is, though,
Bro, but like what? So if you're trapped in a fire room, you're not breathing either. All the
That is
oxygen,
true,
all the
actually.
oxygen's gone.
I
you'd
don't
be.
know.
I've actually heard this that drowning is a more peaceful death than most deaths, because you just kind of fade out with no oxygen.
Actually, you're right.
You
'Cause-
literally just start losing
I
consciousness.
mean, like don't get me wrong,
No,
it
hold
sucks,
on.
but you're just choking.
No, I'm being
to
stupid.
be honest.
I'm being stupid because being lit on fire, your whole body's getting damaged. But
you.
drowning, you just can't breathe. No, I'm being dumb. I'd rather
See,
drown.
did you see what I'm saying? That like you are drowning. Don't get me wrong. Like you're still suffering, but if you're on fire, like I just
feel like
think
if
that
I
is
was,
completely
bro, if I was
different.
drowning, I'd probably come to peace with myself. I'd be like, fuck it.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying because you have your thoughts in that final moment. So I'd rather drown at that.
it's way
point.
more peaceful to
True.
die
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'd
But
much-
it is also.
that
But I feel like it's also
sucks.
sadder though. It is.
Suck.
It is definitely like a little bit sadder because think
It's
about
definitely way.
You just as you're
All
like
you think about-
floating down.
it. I mean, like
just-
you're done for. All you
Coke.
can think about is like.
The fuck.
You just have to be like, I got to look back on my life and be peaceful about it, and
It is what it is. I guess.
really get to enjoy what you had of life, you know. And I think that's the beautiful part of death. Is that is that you know what?
This
At
is
the-
why he wants a bike. I get
look,
it. I
look,
get it.
look. At the end of the day, look, we're all gonna die. I don't want to be 60 or 70 years old and being like, damn, I really should have rode a bike. Just like I
See,
knew that
I
was
guess-
something that I
I
really
understand-
wanted to do, and I never did it. And that's one of those things like I don't think I'd forgive myself for not doing. 'Cause
Riding a bike.
Riding a bike.
Yeah, but okay, but I also think that, you know, we're also 17 to 18. So I do.
This
I
is the
feel
perfect
like we.
time.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's actually, like, I feel like that's more. Actually, it's not more of a dad thing. Because if you get cooked while you're a dad, that's even more messed up.
You can't
But-
start learning how
But
to
look,
ride a
it's
bike.
got it. But you can't do it when you're going into college.
You can't do it when you have a kid.
Yeah. But so that's what I'm
Listen,
saying. That after
Mikey.
college, that like maybe
No,
like
'cause then
you
you
have
have
to
to work on real
20s.
life.
No,
20s.
no, it's now or never, dude. Like legit. That's like. It's either in college when I have no responsibility and I can do dumb things, or it's when I'm older and I have more responsibility and I can still do all the dumb things I want because that's how I'm gonna live my life. But I don't want to be like a businessman and riding a bike. Like that's. I don't want to be an entrepreneur and riding a bike like that. I want to be a kid riding a bike. I want to be like last time I'll ride a bike would probably be like 23.
But that's just cap.
That's the oldest age I'd
that's
ride a
just
bike.
that's such cap.
Straight cap.
Because you're
No.
not gonna stop riding your bike.
Straight
I
cap.
would, because then at that point I'd have a car that I'm having plenty of enjoyment with.
Yeah,
And
but
then you get in that car, and then you're like, wait, this is not the same as the throw that I got when I.
and then
when
you
I
also have a
rode
lot
my
more
bike.
money to buy nicer bikes, and even nicer
Like Kyle,
bikes.
because look, we're saying exactly what you just said about the bike before. Like it doesn't just go away. So it's like,
It won't go away, but I'll be able to be like, look, realistically, this is not a viable option. And I can be real with myself about that. I can think back to myself and be like, look, I'm lucky. I made it this far, unscraped, uninjured. I'm going to call, throw my towel in here. If it comes to like the occasion where like I'll ride a bike every so often, maybe I'll do it. But I'd rather just be in my Porsche and my Lambo, and I just call it a day there.
Where is this turning point in your life?
Like-
How is this gonna come
Like
about?
23, 24.
How though? Like how is this?
'Cause
gonna
I'll have
happen?
enough
You're
money
just gonna
f-
randomly be like, all right, fuck riding. Even though you've been
'Cause-
doing it for like 4 years.
Because I know the way I am. At some point, I'll just get bored of it, and I'm just
well,
gonna be
I
like,
guess the real question is like, I guess maybe even to change the topic a little bit. When do you plan on getting married? Like really, what's that? What's like that range where you're like, I think this is around that time where I want to get married.
as like a, I like to be uniquely me in every way possible, and everybody I've talked to says to really like play into this. I'm not one of those people who can just like see a girl and just like do the thing with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people like I need an intimate relationship. I need it to like actually mean something. Because to me, it's more than that. It's about religion too, which is a huge part in it for me, right? Ideally, I want to be married by 27. And I want to start having kids by like 29, 30.
See, that's valid. Because you know why? Because I feel like a huge thing, and because I haven't even figured out myself yet, is I want to still be young enough in my kids' lives where it's like, I don't know. Because I feel like when parents are too old, they aren't nearly as connected as they are when their parents are younger.
Oh, for sure.
But I want to make sure I'm not too young, so it's like I don't make my kids suffer because I'm too immature. Like that, because then that's just messed up. But like I feel like like that 28 to 30 range is like when you have kids, because then you grow up and like by the time they're like 15, you're only like what 45.
I'm not
Like that's not bad at all. It's just like when their parents are like I feel bad when like they're our age and their parents are like 60,
Yeah, that's
65.
terrible. I
And
feel
it's like
bad.
Yeah.
and it's like because I feel like as your parent, you kind of have to relate to them, your children, at least
Yeah.
at a minimum. Or not even relate, but general conversation. I feel like that gap.
There is
just
a
makes-
generational disconnect. Yeah.
Exactly. That generational disconnect is too bad. I think, and
I think
it's just not good.
you said something that intrigued my brain, and that was like you don't want to be young and too immature to raise kids. I don't think maturity comes with age per se. I think that just comes with your life experience. I just think I will have experienced enough life by 27, 28 to start having kids.
No, I'm
There's-
talking.
there's
I'm talking
people who-
about people
hold on.
25 under.
There's people who at 23 are mature enough to have kids. There are people.
You don't
just-
think so?
What do you think about the generations
You're being
before us?
stupid.
They were getting married and having kids by 20, dude.
Well, no. I don't think that they're not mature enough for it. That's a different thing. But do I?
I think the question should be more specific
that
towards you.
that comes more to just my personal preference. Now, I wasn't saying that age meant maturity, but I'm saying that I also I don't want to have, because like, I mean, I don't want children before like 28. At least that's in my opinion, because I feel like you still have some life in your 20s that you could definitely live throughout a little bit. But when I was saying with the whole, like, you can definitely be 23 and mature. I wasn't saying that. But I think that, I mean, if that's your goal, is you really want children and you found the person that you want to settle down with and be with by 23, that's amazing. Like, that's great. But I just feel like,
For
at
you,
least
that's not.
in my personal preference, I kind of want to, I feel like there's more life that you can experience before you just completely settle down.
I agree. Before you settle down in the way of having kids or marriage?
It's kind of similar in a sense.
I completely disagree.
Yeah, I disagree too.
A lot. I disagree a lot.
I'm not saying, because you can always settle down and pick yourself up again, but like if you marry someone, you can obviously move and actually, you know what?
There's
You're
a
right.
different
You're
level
right,
of
'cause
commitment when you have
can
kids
still
in a
move around
marriage.
in marriage. Like you can still obviously go travel, do all of that. That's fair. I think I mean kids. That's
I
what I'm
think you
talking
mean
about,
kids too.
because kids is obviously like that's the turning point
Yeah.
in like where like you need to focus on your
That's
life,
when your
bro.
life shifts from you to somebody else.
Yeah.
It will never be the same again.
No.
Completely different.
until they leave, which is
No, and even
until-
at that, it will
well,
never.
even at that
never
point.
be the
But I
same.
mean, like, obviously, like, that's another 20. That is your life at that point.
if
That
you
is
want,
basically
if
the
you
rest of
want
your
it to
life.
be, yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not saying like you did when your kids at 18, but I mean, like, they go off, start doing their own thing, college, blah blah blah. But then that's when you can start to obviously focus on yourself again. But that's when your life's
That's when you're like gonna start getting old.
yeah. That's when you're like,
You're
I mean,
like-
I'm gonna just chill out.
I'm gonna just vibe out.
Exactly.
I'm gonna watch my seed do whatever he's gonna do. Just chill. I'm in spectator mode now. That's
Nah,
fire.
Yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
I'll ever get to that point.
What?
I'll always want to be the main character. I'll never be
But-
the point where I want to sit back and just spectate.
Not even your own children.
I mean, I'll watch my kids, but I want to work with them.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
you get to
ideally-
watch your seed succeed.
Like, ideally, I'd start a business with my kids.
Well,
I wouldn't
then
watch
you
them
let them
succeed.
go
I'd
off at
be,
your
I'd be
own.
working with them.
Yeah, but
to
when I
succeed.
mean like going like you are not putting like you're not making food for them. You
Oh,
are
like,
not
like letting them go out on their own.
That's what I mean. Like because then you quite literally have more time to yourself then because your children are not living in the house, and they are off in college. Obviously, you're still supporting them, like paying for college, helping them out with all that stuff. But I'm talking about like after those years are done, because like you don't wake up in the morning and think to make like I'm gonna make breakfast for my child, blah blah. But no, I mean like after that, because what you're gonna be like 55, 50. I think by that point that's around like the
I couldn't
general
even
range.
imagine myself that old, dude.
That's what me
Yeah.
neither.
Just
And but like that,
crazy
and
That's
think about.
crazy.
yeah,
Being like, even like thinking about myself at 25, like that feels so
That-
foreign.
Bro, I used to sit in geometry class freshman year going, senior year is a far,
Yeah.
like a long time from now. Like, I'm not going to be that
you know,
old.
you know what scares me more though is that people say these next 4 years are even faster.
Yeah, you wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember half of it.
Yeah,
dude.
we're
Like,
not, bro.
You know, what do you mean?
We
Like,
are cooked.
Yeah, oh
you
my
guys
God.
are really cooked.
We are cooked beyond belief.
You guys are
We
really
have to
cooked.
lock, bro. We got to lock in, bro.
No, because I mean, look. Another thing that we have to like, I feel like this is a thing that most people don't establish is so roommates. We got to get that system down.
You know what I heard? I heard becoming roommates with your friends is a terrible idea.
I've heard the same.
I've heard the same.
Yeah.
I've heard the same.
I
But
don't know though.
but I also think people say that
They don't really fuck with each other.
Nah.
and no, because like look, I completely like agree with the whole like living with your friend thing, but I don't really want to say we're like the exception, but like we've known each other for I don't know. And look, I agree because like I know he's gonna get me mad, and I know I'm gonna get him mad. But the thing is, it's only up to us to be mature enough to not like genuinely let that get out of hand, which is why you establish a system beforehand, and people don't do that because they think you can just live with someone and expect things to work out well. Because people don't.
Here, let me help you.
I'm
Let me
saying
help
this
you.
out of like literally like a boarding context because like people don't care and they think that someone else is gonna do it, and it just doesn't work like that. And
This-
once people begin to think like that, that's when everything goes to shit.
So, let me just give you what I think you're trying to convey in the best way possible. Reason why friends usually don't work out when it comes to roommate situations is because they assume that because they're already friends already, they know each other very well, they know how each person lives, and just because somebody lives at their home one way does not mean that they're going to live at your dorm or apartment the same way. The issue is people don't do a good job when it comes to rules, basically. When it comes to making rules and being like, look, we're going to have a chore list. This is what it's going to be. We'll rotate every week. This is what it's going to be. This week you're going to take this out. This is what you're going to do. You guys are in a situation where you guys have your own bathroom and your own bedrooms, which will help significantly.
And could I also add another thing too is accountability. It's because
I'm going to get into that in
and
just a second.
boundaries. Yeah, I'll let you.
So
elaborate.
a lot of people, when they go into anything, business, living situations, school, we all have our own set of expectations for ourselves and for other people. When that is not communicated well, that's when you have your issue because your boundaries are not in place. Nobody's going to take accountability for what they're doing. So if I take, like, let's say the toaster out today. If I take the toaster out and I don't put it back, and I'm going to be like, yeah, but, like, I saw Brian using it, I swear, bro. And then Brian's going to be like, nah, bro, like, dead ass, I never used that.
Dude.
And then something
And
like
then-
that would
and then
spiral into an entire argument.
And then the issue is because you're living with your friends, going out with your friends is inherently not as fun. Inherently, it's not going to be as fun because you see that person all the time. So over
Never
time,
thought about
you're
that.
you're
I
gonna
never
get
thought
you're gonna
about
get
that.
used to living with somebody, and like you said, when you're living someone, you kind of just have to say like f off to your social battery. Like if that dies, like you just have to say screw it. Like you're gonna have to have that social battery.
No. See, I already did that.
So,
I already like.
I know-
I've already done that.
I know
so
you.
I
Ha-
know.
I'm not talking to
yeah.
you specifically.
Mhm.
I'm saying in general. Like for you, for example, it's not going to be as fun hanging out with them as it is right now because you're not living with them right now. So like having that distance, like they say, it's a very common phrase. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, and that is not only true within like relationships, but in friendships.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Like when my brother moved away, I appreciated him way more, and I feel like I love him way more because now it's like we have distance. It's not really like bickering when we're with each other, and if we argue, it's an argument.
True.
Yeah, but at least I feel like that's also kind of like a little bit more of like a negative mindset because I've created bonds with people at RMA that you can't create anywhere else just because you're living in that environment with them, and
Locked
it
in.
makes you just kind of like not like locked in, but also like you guys just come together, like you guys like are comfortable with telling each other like, hey, I'm just gonna go to my room, or if they're like, yo, like come pull up to my room, I'm like,
That's what I'm
no.
saying.
Like I just kind of want to be by myself. But you know why I think it also goes bad is because people are
G.
too scared to tell the truth. They're too scared to push the boundaries that they would never push beforehand because they weren't living together. You can know someone for 5 years, but when you live with someone, you won't know that they don't flush the toilet.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
won't know that
Like,
they don't
that's
do
what
the
I'm
dishes.
saying when I said they're not like really locked in. The people that say like living with your friends
Mhm.
are terrible. Bro, like I know you're not like a dirty ass like person.
But and I mean, it's not even. But I agree with that.
like,
you know what?
Like we've been each other like around each other for too long.
And also, we also aren't afraid to literally just tell each other the truth.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
I think is a different,
I could be
especially when it comes to
100%.
Mark and Abe,
Uh-huh.
because they like you can be direct with those people, and that's why I think where it goes wrong in so many situations is that someone isn't like, yo, do the fucking dishes. Like I'm not doing this for you, or like, bro, clean your room. It smells like shit. I can smell it throughout the whole house because like you don't if someone else is doing their part, you got to just do your part at that point, especially
course.
when it comes to your living space, your home. Like that is where you spend most of your time. You want to go back to your house and be peaceful, or let alone vibe. I don't want to walk in smelling some random dirty ass clothes.
You guys also have to be on the same page about birds, you know? You gotta
That's why Mark's at the beginning of the entrance. That's why he's right there. Mark's at the very. He's at he's at the entrance.
We put the dog as
and the exit.
motherfucker right at the
He's
beginning.
a dog,
He's
bro.
a
He's a dog.
Mark,
gonna
if
be
you
in the
hear this, I
frat.
love you,
Mark,
bro, but you were a dog.
I love you, brother.
You're gonna be a dog.
Keep
That's
them,
what- hey,
keep them
but we-
dusty birds away.
We put him. We put him in the best room. We
gave him the best room just so he can have easy in and out.
Well, no,
problem.
not the because all the rooms are the same, but we gave him the best
closest.
access.
Nah, I'm
you
telling
walk
you.
in the door, you turn right, Mark's room is
Yeah.
right there.
Look, I'm telling you, you're gonna have to make some rules about birds in common areas. Bro, I'm telling you, there's gonna be
that
no,
comes
hold
with
on,
our
hold on.
system. That's
Hold
gonna
on.
come with the system.
Hold on, because there's gonna be a point where one of you guys, I'm not gonna say which one of you, but one of you guys is gonna get too teed, and everybody's gonna be asleep, and somebody's gonna be like, the kitchen's open, and birds willing, and somebody's gonna walk out, and there's gonna be the day where you get your boy on the couch or in the kitchen, or you're gonna wake up the next day and he's gonna tell you, and you're gonna be pressed about it.
Can I tell you what I'm doing in that scenario?
I'm laughing and I'm walking away, or I'm. Or
That's option one. Option two, pretending like I don't even see them. I'm going to do exactly what I'm gonna
Walk
do.
in the kitchen, grab a snack, walk right back out. Just be like, yo, what's good?
If I'm
I
coming
purposely
out,
just start walking
I'm
in and out.
coming out,
I
yeah,
troll
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
I troll them.
Just start bothering them just to get them to go in their room.
I would. If I see, let me not.
Let's
Let me
not.
not.
drop, no
Let me
name
not.
drop.
Let me not name drop.
say-
But if I see someone going crazy on bird in living room, I'm going out there making a bowl of cereal and just eating it right there in the middle of the kitchen, bro. I pay $900 a month for that fucking place. I'm gonna use it, bro.
Fuck off.
I don't
yeah.
care.
And not even that. I don't, because I think we're all comfortable with that.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I personally, like
As
me
long as
personally,
they're
I
away
don't.
from my things,
And
my room,
and
Yeah, my
and
we'll
as
do whatever.
long as it's not like I'm about to slump and it's just dumb loud. Like
That's
that is like the only issue.
that's not really
See,
a-
that is his only issue
But-
now because you were right next to him.
But look.
Oh,
Here's the
you're
thing.
cooked.
Here's the thing. It's not really, as long as Mark's quiet, it's okay. But if Bird's not quiet,
Well, I mean,
that's the issue. It's
wait,
not really gonna
I
be.
mean, you're not gonna hear making like monkey groans. So it's
I
like,
hope-
You never know.
yeah, I mean,
Nah.
You really never know.
Come on, bro.
You
Let's be
never
real.
know, bro.
Does things that like
I
you just
love
wouldn't
Mark.
expect that. I love Mark.
He's so goofy. I love him.
Nah, I'm a little concerned going into my living situation.
Oh my God,
I'm a little concerned.
It could really go like it could go really good or really bad.
I'm really concerned. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
couldn't even tell you.
Um,
The really biggest problem for like, if I had to live in a dorm like that, it's that one bathroom. One bathroom for 3 people.
yeah, but think about who I'm with.
yeah. Well,
I don't
imagine,
care, bro.
imagine
Could you imagine if we had to share a bathroom? Fuck that. If we had 2 bathrooms,
Two
for 4
bathrooms,
people,
30
that would
people.
be like
yeah,
two
but like,
bathrooms, 30
all of
people.
us use the bathroom hella.
2 bathrooms,
yeah, but that's
30
you. Like,
people.
I'm the only. Look.
I'm looking you in the eye and telling you that is what I had to do.
I can't.
like,
I could never.
Only thing we had in our room was a sink and a mirror. I could brush my
Yeah,
teeth at
no,
most.
bro,
I'd
I-
have to walk out. But like, so this is what dorms do too. You have to walk out, go to the community bathroom, and just take a piss at night.
I'm
And like,
straight,
no.
bro.
It's in my room. First off, it's not communal.
See, but then
That's
it
good.
doesn't matter. Then
That-
then you're fine.
that's
And
what
in
I'm
my opinion, I wouldn't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like there would never be an issue. I'm the person who'd be in the bathroom the most out of everybody. Because Danny doesn't really take too long in the bathroom, and he's not really a pain in the ass. Ben's, I really don't know. I don't think he's.
Does Ben even shit?
Dude, real talk.
Ben, I've
real
never
talk-
seen him take a shit.
I've never seen him. I've never seen him take a shit or fart ever. Swear.
I've known this kid for so long. I've never seen him take a shit or
Oh
fart.
my
This is
God.
crazy.
It's crazy.
This is crazy work. Oh my God, yo, is Ben from this planet? Have we even made sure
No.
he's from this planet?
Listen, I'm
We
gonna get
honestly
back to
have
you guys.
Fucking gingers.
Soulless. He's fucking soulless, bro. like straight.
That's
Ben-
just crazy.
Ben,
This is
Ben,
crazy talk.
Ben, we love you, bro. But anyways,
I didn't participate in any
So-
of this
so look,
conversation.
This is where I'm a little concerned. You guys know how you guys are when it comes to living together. I don't know how Danny is when it comes to living with him.
I think Danny would be respectful.
I know he's a little lazy, and I know I'm gonna be the general of the place. I know I'm gonna be whipping everybody into shape.
That's kind of crazy.
And it's not
We're
crazy.
not saying that
it's
you're
not
no,
crazy.
but
though.
I'm not saying you being the journal. I'm saying you whipping people.
I didn't even realize that.
I've already incentivized physical violence. It will happen in the dorm. It will happen. I've already said if things are not met to a certain quality, physical violence will be put in place. And if we have to have a 3-man brawl, it's gonna be a 3-man brawl.
Bro, I'm being so serious. Sometimes you just gotta scrap it out.
Dude,
Like,
I-
Yeah, we're gonna get in so many fights. Oh my god.
Look, so here's the next thing. I don't know how
just gotta
how
be
they live. So as long, like I don't care what goes on to their room at all. I really don't care. I just don't want to hear anything, and I don't want to smell anything. As long as those two things don't happen, I could care less what happens in your room. Community
Again, and all that comes down to is just
Communication.
accountability and communication. You just got to be accountable. As long as you're accountable for yourself, and you're like, all right, this doesn't smell like it's not like it's radiating from my room. It's just like a dirty bag of laundry, and I'll just put it in a closet or put it in a hamper. Not like leaving it everywhere.
Yeah.
And I keep bringing this up, but like dishes in the sink just
Piss you
bothers
off.
me.
We gotta
That
use
just-
a dishwasher, fam. Do we get it? Do we have one? I think we have one.
We won't be using dishes at my place though. Maybe paper plates.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I mean, no, but it's like pots, pans.
We're not gonna really be cooking. We all have meal swipes and stuff.
True.
Yeah, we're gonna be chefing it up over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
because I cook hella now, so I'd just be like, or at least like past like 2 months, I've just been chefing it up. And
gonna
not
be
even
lit.
that, Mark and Abe.
Mark and Abe alone.
Yeah, they are.
Mark and Abe will cook a lot.
chefs.
Chefing.
Mhm.
Chefing.
I'm concerned about how much they're gonna want to go out. Danny and
Who,
Ben.
Danny and Ben? I would only be worried about Danny.
Ben won't want to go out,
Won't
No,
or will?
won't. Like
That's
they
what I'm
want
saying.
to go out.
which is what I'm concerned about.
Ben is
Oh.
not gonna go out.
Danny can make Ben go out. I bet you he could. So-
Nah, I'd bully Ben. I'm gonna bully Ben a lot.
You can get cause
I'm getting him out of his shell.
That's the only thing you have to really work on. You just have to make him get out of his shell. Just get him a little like uncomfortable.
In worst case, I'll chill out with the frat bros, because I'm rushing.
you got to figure out if you're doing that or not. Because honestly, like I'm gonna keep it real. Like my mom is like, I have to, but I don't even really know if I want to.
Look, Brian. Here's
What
the
frat
thing.
would you rush?
You just you go
don't
to all
know.
of them and just see which ones
see which
fuck
ones you
with.
like. That's the thing. You don't really pick a frat. You kind of just see which ones you fuck with. But like you can have like your personal favorites, and you can just hope you get in. But
Dude, like I have no idea.
bro, I don't
Like,
know
I don't
how.
know if I'd even want it to. Dude, I can't stand hazing. I can't be
Look, if
disrespected
you-
that hard.
If you went to PMATs, I'm sure he'd take care of you. No.
Hazing would be worse.
Hazing,
you know
if
how
anything-
screwed Mark is because PMAT finally gets to do all the hazing to other people. He's screwed.
Marcus.
Marcus
He's
screwed.
cooked.
So cooked.
I'd be scared shitless because if I joined that frat, Mark and PMAT would be on me.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not. It's not like a.
Nah, you'd
I
be
don't want
doing
to
it
say
with
like I've
Mark.
been hazed before, but
Yeah,
it's
if
not
I
like
if I
it's
would
a
rush, I'd
horrible
definitely
thing.
rush with Mark.
You should rush with somebody. I'm trying to convince Danny to do
That's
it.
what I'm saying. No, which is why I'm saying like, I don't know which frat to rush.
Just rush
so
them all,
if you
bro.
are rushing, then let me know, or just rush.
Just rush them all.
Yeah,
See whichever one you like, bro.
exactly.
It's not worth just going to one because your boy likes it.
Exactly.
Like, it's
That's what I'm
cool.
saying. You just gotta experience it. But
Just
like
go
it'd be
do
hype
shit.
if me and Brian were just getting cooked together.
Hazing's such a weird thing. I
It's
never really
so
understood the point of it.
I mean, the whole point is that it's just power.
It's loyalty testing if you're like not a bitch, but like you
And
gotta
no,
be a
and
bitch to
it's
prove you're not a
it's-
bitch.
It's just power.
Yeah,
It's the fact that you have the ability
To tell another
to
human.
make this person do what the fuck you want.
but honestly, no. But that's being a part of hazing, especially with other people. That's where the bonds are made. When you have
That's
to
true.
go through like, you should know this, bro. When you have to
I
go through a
do.
bunch of
That's
bullshit
what I'm
with
s-
other people.
No, but it's not even that, and it's even better when you get to do it yourself. It's even fucking better.
You're such a dickhead.
Dude, I'm not saying like I've done like anything horrible, but it's fun. Cause I mean, like think about it. Like this person's, I don't want to call him like this person is literally at your disposable, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, you can really, not even this person, but like the pledges, it's kind of like, it's a sick and twisted feeling, don't get me wrong, but it is a feeling. Well, I mean, what about college is wholesome and innocent? Like, you know, like the whole point.
Honestly, I wouldn't even want to become part of the frat just to make people like.
No, I wasn't even saying that.
Hold on.
I was saying that
I'm not
just
done
to like
though. I ain't
clarify.
done though. I would totally abuse my powers though. Like if
No,
I'd be like, yo,
bro.
pledge, pick me up, bro. I gotta go. Yo, like I'd be making them do little shit.
I'm fucking
Yo,
teed right
Pledge,
now.
you
Pick me the
gotta-
fuck up.
Pledge, I just clogged my toilet. You gotta fucking, you gotta fix this shit.
That's
Yo, Pledge.
crazy though.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what you got to do.
I wouldn't
sometimes
do
it's a
that.
clean whole cribs, and you gotta do all their chores.
On God, I'm getting A+ assignment on that
Nah.
shit.
Listen, let me tell
Nah,
you.
but no, the frat house is
Listen,
gross.
if it,
I know, but you don't have to live there.
I
though,
would
right?
never.
never. Because I don't. Ever since like that, the boarding experience, I don't trust people unless you are really like close with them, or it's a small group of people living with just a bunch of people. Guys, no. Girls are
Stupid.
fine. Guys, just don't.
stupid,
Stupid. Because they again, it's just
disgusting.
a bunch of.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
One word, disgusting.
Disgusting.
Fuck. Oh, I can't let myself get bitched like that. Like, I can't have somebody call me at 2 a.m. and be like, "Yo, come pick me up. I'd be like, "Fuck you." I'd actually just be like, "Fuck you."